What's up, friends? I'm Rob Chapman, and for the past 18 years and 300 million views, many of you have been watching my guitar gear product demonstrations on this here YouTube channel. Today, we're going to run down my top 10 guitars I have ever demonstrated over the past 18 years and hang around till the end for the one worst guitar I ever had the misfortune to demonstrate. Sometimes a guitar falls into your hands and you have this sinking feeling because you know you will never own this guitar. And this original 1956 Fender Esquire was exactly that.
Or a fretted Americana, how cool is that? A Wild Captain! This guitar, for me, is the best Telecaster I've ever played in my life.
There's something about age and wood. It makes a difference. It dries out. It sounds different. It has a particular kind of vibe. It isn't just the magic of, oh, it's old and it's expensive. There was something real, a spirit, a vibe in that guitar that just said, own me. You know you want to. And of course I can't because it was worth practically a mortgage. When you hear the phrase USA custom shop, you immediately think something is going to be crisp, perfectly put together, a stunning player, visually beautiful. But I was not ready for this Schecter. Honestly, I was so close to buying this from Joe. If I had the cash at the time, it would have been gone immediately. It just had everything that I wanted. The look, the feel, the sound, the vibe, it was all there. And I rue the day that it's just gone through my hands and into the void. Number 3 is something that you probably wouldn't expect. I definitely didn't expect to absolutely love this guitar. It was reasonably affordable. It was a really simple looking machine. But there was something special about this ESP LTD.
They're great, and the second you pick one up and play it's... I mean, Stick and I were just like, what? What? It sounds fucking awesome.
Tell me about what gear you're using.
That's fucking great. What a great guitar.
Yep.
I'm going to leave that in the video. It sounds really good. Yeah.
I'm in your eyes! Don't put that in.
I'm going to put that in.
Just had that creamy, smooth feel. The pickups were doing everything they needed to do. It was a physics engine. The whole thing was working together, and I just loved that LTD guitar. Here's one that almost didn't make it to the list. I really nearly disqualified it for a reason that I'll tell you in a second, and it is a Fender Pawnshop Mustang.
3.1. We're on the cost safe phase. Selector. That's how we met.
What one of the most touching things that happened to me during a tour across America of Guitar Center stores, it was a clinic tour for Chapman guitars. I went to one of the stores and the owner said, "We've got a package for you." And I couldn't believe it. Somebody had seen my demonstration of the pawn shop Mustang and sent it to me. Just sent it to the store I was going to be doing this demo in with a card saying, "Really hope you love the guitar. Have a great day." And no name, no address. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It was so lovely of you. Number 5. Again, almost disqualified because I did end up buying this guitar. Within the first 45 seconds to a minute of holding it, I purchased it. And it's the Gibson Memphis.
What has taken Rob's fancy? So much so. Yes.
To say take my fancy, it's almost an understatement par excellence, because we opened the box, I saw it and I went, oh. And then I picked it up and I went, oh. And then I played it and I was like, I need to buy it.
Yeah.
So now this is
So Rob and I have just done that deal. So this is essentially, this is the same as the blue guitar, just
but there
with
are no holes.
No F holes. But it's completely, it's totally hollow in the middle, look.
It's beautiful sounding. It's great, but it sounds different.
It's more bitey, isn't it?
Less
More bitey,
air.
yeah.
So the story is, it was a run of nice semi-hollow Gibsons, but for whatever reason in the factory, the inside story is that they forgot to cut the F hole and left it covered on a very small number of these semi-hollow Memphis guitars. So it looks just like a regular Les Paul, but it weighed like Billy Gibbons light. It was crazy, nothing inside. But the result was this magical tone. Just wish I hadn't sold it, but at one point I needed to. And whoever has that is a very lucky person. Okay, now we're going super far back in time to the beginnings of my professional demonstration career at World Guitars with the amazing Jeff Pumfret, who I miss dearly. And this was one of the most special PRS guitars I have ever played in my life.
Yeah, it's a private stock. Yeah, it's the price of a car, whatever. So this one, hey, it's a little different. We got Swamp Ash. Whoa.
That's pretty. These are private stock Crazy Birds.
Crazy Birds.
Crazy Birds.
That's a nice track. So of course, being a private stock, it's gonna be great. But listen, I played so many private stock PRS guitars, and this 305 in faded aquamarine was the best of the best. Whoever made it, they did like Santa's elves good. It was meticulous. It was so good that I felt unworthy of playing it. I have demonstrated for lots of different stores over the past 18 years. Andertons, World Guitars, Guitar Center and Thomann. And it was at Thomann that I unfortunately found the best Gibson Les Paul I have ever played. Bar none. It was just a level above everything I ever tried. to say this is the best Gibson I've ever played, full stop, and this is the best Les Paul I've ever played.
These are both. Ticks both boxes.
It's.
I walked away when you tested them, so I didn't hear what you played.
I think it was better that you didn't hear what I played, because if you'd have heard the magical myriad of tones from this guitar, your wallet would fly out of your pocket, hit someone in the face.
Probably you.
Like that, and then you'd be making a purchase decision. The whole thing, the whole package just screamed authenticity. It had the vintage tonality that I love from Gibsons, but it had the modern playability. I would have loved to have purchased this guitar, as I'm sure Andy would have as well. When I was 14 years old, this guitar was manufactured in the most ridiculous colours for the most incredible artist by a brand called Ibanez.
This is a great guitar. Close your eyes if you don't like the colour, play it, hear it, and you might know what I'm on about. There's not a lot of fretwear either. As a matter of fact, there's next to none. Although the neck feels very, very worn and old.
So the previous owners just loved this under his bed in a case, isn't he?
Again, there's something about the fact that this real gem had aged. It did something to the guitar. I'll never know what it is, and people will debate the whole concept of aging guitars, but it had a magic. And it's not just that I love Steve VI to pieces, it just was an incredible guitar, and coupled with that awesome JCM 800, it just roared, and it had everything that you want in a modern guitar. Number 9 comes from a brand that I deeply respect. I have admired this brand for many, many years, but not had the opportunity to play many of them. However, when I do, I am genuinely, normally blown away. And that's why this Vigier is in my top 10.
I've never played a carbon fibre reinforced neck before.
Well, obviously, it's just so there's no truss rod.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense, really, if you think about it.
Well, it does, but I didn't believe that it would work. I thought if you, at the moment, it's got 9 to 42s on it. I thought if you string it up with 10 to 46 or 11 to 52s, or you go crazy and you put, some people use 12 to 54s, surely that neck's going to move. It doesn't move.
Yeah.
And he has never had a neck back in all those years.
Legato is really, really easy on that.
It was unreal. The neck just wouldn't move. Carbon fibre reinforced. It made my left hand go super cyan. It was ridiculous how quick and easy it was to play. I loved that guitar so much. And number 10 is from a brand that I rarely get the chance to play. Actually, this video was my first ever interaction with Rabia Massad, although I didn't even know it was him because he was commenting, fighting a troll in the comments section. Thanks, Bia. And it's a Washburn Nuno snakeskin.
Well, it's terribly rare. I think it's 8 in the world. It's got a real python top on it, snakeskin top. This one has a mahogany back, which is unusual for an N4 signature model. Horribly expensive, but who cares?
Amazing. That is unreal. I have to cut that word out
though. The meticulous craftsmanship that would have gone into this, the unique use of materials, just the unerring attention to detail made this Nuno guitar just second to none. I mean, he's an amazing guitar player, but this machine befits him. It was incredible. I'm kind of breaking my own mental rules. I was laying down the foundation of no Chapmans, nothing that I bought, but it's so hard at over 18 years. And there's one guitar which I'm shoehorning in as like an 11th, as like an honourable mention. And it's partly the guitar, and it's partly the guy I bought it from. And it's this one.
John boy.
Hey, Dusty.
Very good. Cheers, Scott.
Have you stopped? So, Dusty, tell me about this guitar. Well, it's a reissue, isn't
It's a reissue of a 1967 in a satin finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Made in 2008, I believe.
Yeah. I bought this guitar from Northern Guitars. Thank you to Dusty, and in honor of his name, I'm going to call this guitar Dusty.
It's special. It is a special guitar. It has a spirit in it. It feels beautiful, and I will never let this guitar go, and I hope Dusty's doing great. So that's the top 10, and now it's time for the worst guitar I have ever demonstrated in my career. And I make no apologies for this. This is my own decision, not voted by the public. And it's this one.
We are with a person who cannot be named. Who bought us the Gibson Firebird X.
One of the most controversial guitar releases of the last decade.
It's controversial.
Although this box is connected to the computer via USB, the box itself is just connected to the guitar using a stereo jack cable, and all of the sort of the digital information that needs to be passed to the guitar about, you know, what effects do I want, what patch am I on, everything, it's just going through the guitar lead. The only thing that is really a bit weird is the rotary sort of knob is the opposite way round to a regular guitar. I've never seen this done before. They are connecting to the Firebird X via Bluetooth.
Yes. Personally, the Firebird X is not for chappers.
So listen, Gibson obviously make some unbelievably beautiful products. I have owned many. I still own a couple right now. But the Firebird X was not one of them. And it missed the mark for 3 reasons. The first one was the integration of technology that wasn't ready. It didn't work. During the demonstration, we had to try several times to have it function correctly. There was tension in the room. You can probably feel it in the video. It was awkward. We were under pressure. I hated the whole experience. The guitar, irrespective of the tuning, really just didn't play very well. I mean, it really was a dog. And then the price was off the hook crazy. it's just one of those instances where a brand tried really hard to innovate, and you can't knock them for innovation. I mean, I think probably it's what we're supposed to do, and guitar players resist innovation all the time. But this guitar just was awful. And I'm sorry, Gibson. Everything else you make is great, but this one wasn't it. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment to appease the almighty algorithm. I've been Rob Chapman. Coming up next will be Top 10 Pedals. Take it easy. Chappers out.